What is up, guys? Your boy Revan here today with another fantastic deck, and this is the deck that I won my Try Hard tournament today, but also in a list that actually was in the top spots in Indonesia regionals, and that is Pheromosa Buzzwole ADP. But before I'm going to talk about that, let's not forget to subscribe to the channel because we're only 3 subs away from the biggest milestone ever, which is 1,000 subscribers, and we are those 3 away from fantastic 80 code giveaway for that occasion. So Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Jet Punch, that's what we're going to be using for the most part, which is 30-30, right? 30 on an active, 30 on a bench, with of course the ADP. We will try to get altered creation as soon as possible. So I'm going to go card by card and we'll tell you why we use those, because we only do have 5 Pokemons, which are 2 ADPs and 3 BUZZMOSAs. Then we've got 2 Beast Rings. Of course, Beast Rings work perfectly with Pheromosa Buzzwole and with the Amulet that we also have, because if you're not going to reach your goal, you can always use a Beast Ring, or when something gets knocked out and you were unable to attack with Ultimate Ray, you can still use the Beast Ring to fuel your BUZZMOSA. Then we have 4 custom catchers, 2 Energy Spinners, 4 Pokégears 3.0. Oh, that was, oh, we went too far. Hello, deck. Then we got 2 reset stamps with 2 switches and 4 tag calls, which are really important to get what you need. On top of that, we got 1 tag switch, which you will be using a lot to put energy from ADP to BUZZMOSA and the other way around. Then we've got 1 Chaotic Swell, 1 Life Forest, 1 Power Plant, and 1 Viridian Forest, so 4 different stadiums depending on the situation you will find yourself in. Then we have 4 Cynthias and Caitlin, 3 Cynthias and Caitlin, a playset, so 4 copies of Green's Exploration that you can use all the time because we are not using mons that have abilities, 2 Guzma Hala, 2 Lieutenant Sarge's Strategies, 1 Lusamine, 1 Mallow Lana, 1 Ultra Forest Kartenvoy for that super annoying Keldeo matchup, 1 Beastite, 1 Choice Helmet, 1 Giant Bomb, and 1 Amulet, right? 1 Island Amulet. On top of that, you do have 12 energy, and they are really weird, so let's bear with me. So we got 1 Beast Energy, 1 Rainbow Energy, 1 unit with Water, Fire, and Grass, 1 unit with Metal, Psychic, and Lightning, 1 Weakness Guard for those Fire type or Fairy type matchups, 5 grass type energies, 1 metal and 1 water, which is more than enough to make this deck work. So I actually won with this deck today during my Try Hard tournament. You will see those games from Try Hard tournament during the weekend as the weekend goes on, but let's move to the games themselves. We're only missing 4 lightning bolts for Colorless, so we will try to get Colorless right now. And of course the whole list is down there below in the description. You can copy and paste to your own Pokemon trading card game online and play with it. Also down there below you have in the description 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak, which does support the channel, right? So you want to go first or you want to go second? I prefer going first, right? I do like to go first with this deck, and due to the fact that I can actually turn to get my ADP. But if we're going second, we can actually start attacking first with the Jet Punch and starting putting damage on our opponent's side, and that's what's exactly going to happen here. Definitely not the best start in the world. 2 BUZZMOSAs, oh boy, against a fire type deck. That may not be oh, that's a Blazefulon, right? So I know I have to search for Weakness Guard energy. So cards, for example, like Guzma Hala are coming in handy, because thanks to Guzma Hala you are searching for special energy, for tool, and for a stadium if you discarded 2 cards. But first things first, I know I'm playing Amulet on an active, right? Now this is going to be my first play, Amulet on an active, just to be able to play 3 Pokemons, not only 2, right? Because it's going to be 2 3-3, which gives us 8 prize cards, but it allows me to play 3 mons. Chaotic Swell, because I know he's going to be using a lot of Ultra Space. I don't want that, we don't like it. On top of that, as I said, right, Guzma Hala, and we will play Guzma Hala. So I know he for now can only use Bursting Burn, not a lot of things that he can do, so I can start attacking And right now, I don't need to play right now Guzma Hala. I can do that next turn. I can, you know, go play Energy Spinner. Right, so let's do that. I'm going to go and play Energy Spinner, get nothing, play Custom Catcher, and let's see what we're going to draw. And we drew Mel-type Energy, and I drew Green's Exploration, which is really important because now I can play cards like Tag Call, for example. Of course, that's the first card, and a card... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go... so Tag Call definitely. Mallow Lana. Should I take Mallow Lana? You know what? I'm gonna get another greens. Or what? Switch. So Tag Call and a switch. Right, so you know, this is just gonna be me preparing those turns. So Tag Call, ADP, and Cynthia Caitlin. There we go, because I can bring this Green's Exploration next turn. It's all fine, it's all good. And that was not a bad turn. Now, 30-30. I know it's not like the biggest damage I can deal, but you know, slowly, right? Slowly going to our goal. And right now, I think I'm not gonna, you know, worry that much about this active Blaze-FLI-GX. Alright. Is he gonna play Welder? He might play Welder, but he only plays Blazer for 20. Yes, it is. Only for 20. So I'm fine here again. Right now, I'm going ADP way a little bit. And it's not an energy I'm gonna need in the long run, so Caitlin and Cynthia, we're gonna discard this. Bring back Green's Exploration for next turn. And look at that, we've got nice hand next turn. Of course, you know what, I can play Life's Forest now. So this will give me, you know, something next turn, but also have Guzma Hala for next turn, so that's what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna keep right here. And of course, my side is right there on the PJ, right? So every single mod has a damage right now, which definitely in the long game helps a lot. Elm's Lecturer. So I know it's going to take me 2 turns to actually knock out this Pidgeotto, because that's going to be a Pidgeotto because it has 60 HP. But if he's going to knock out BUZZMOSA, it only takes 2 prize cards, and next turn I know I'm using my GX of Alter Genesis. So the best case scenario, honestly, like the best case scenario would be retreating, right? Alright, Blazer. Fingers crossed a little bit. That is a fire type energy, but we're still alive, and that is something I wanted to say. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a switch. Guzma Hala, and I'm gonna go and discard Sarge and Beast Ring, because I don't really need that Beast Ring right now. So I can discard those 2. And I can go play Power Plant. Oh, and now this is a problem. And we do have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. The problem right now is not, and I repeat, not having water type energy. Okay, so I have to change my whole strategy. So you see, this is, you know, this is the fact that I've used all those, you know, energies here. So right now, my best option is to discard Chaotic Swell. Unfortunately, you know, this way, play Choice Helmet, play the energy on Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, and press done. So next turn I know I'm playing Viridian Forest, which will give me water type energy that I do need for the GX attack. And then I'm gonna be focusing on sniping, right? On getting those, you know, 30 damage here, here, here. Of course, that's gonna be more because I'm gonna use the GX, right? So it's gonna be 60, 60, 60, which will give me, you know, 6 prize cards. So I do have to, you know, I went a little bit too cocky, I believe. You know, I played this deck the whole day. I've won the tournament with it, so I did went a little bit too cocky for that matchup. Maybe I shouldn't actually done that. And look at that, so he's going for a welder. That's in right, those are 2 energies. He might actually be thinking slowly about knocking me out. But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see, because, well, there is still a Choice Helmet on the board, there's still, you know, Amulet, and, well, we still have a chance of actually winning this game. That's a retreat, okay. Fire Crystal. Yep, that's a fire. I don't know how much energy he has in his hand, and if he's gonna knock out Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, we are in trouble, baby. We're in trouble. Beast Bringer. Okay, so he's going here. So he's gonna take 1 more prize card. He's gonna take 3 actually. Wait, what? So he, okay, all he had, all right. I mean, not a bad idea. I can't say not a, you know, that was a bad idea. It was not by any means. Getting those 4 prize cards, but it also changes a few things here in my hand. So I have to right now hit this water type energy. There he goes. Altered Creation GX. Maybe that was a mistake. But I do think I can pull this off. I know he still has a GX, so he can get 1 prize card. But I don't think he can deal enough damage right now with Mind Blown, but he might have a great catcher to finish me off. He actually might have that. So that's definitely a tough matchup for our deck. Alright, so he's going for a Blazion. No, alright, he's going on a baby. Okay. Retreat. Burst GX. Okay, I was thinking a little bit about retreating, but he did not retreat. So I need a reset stamp. Yeah. Stamp to 1 is going to destroy him, you know, his whole plan. But also, custom catcher on this guy. I mean, I know I have to do it. I have to do it this way. Down goes reset stamp. And ultimate ray. So, you know, this doesn't matter that much. But depending on what he's gonna put front, I might actually draw full prize cards. I mean, I know this is like, okay, yeah, he put Blazion. 4 energies. Because I know it's super weird, but I can, if he would put something different, I could have actually, you know, played BUZZMOSA and knock out 2 Pidgeotos. I mean, I still can, I still have, or I do not have, you know, more custom catchers. Never mind. Great catcher, that's a GG. Misplays were made, Let's play game number 2, because I did misplay that part. But I mean, we got a Colress, I believe, right? No, we still don't have Colress. Okay, okay, you know, fine. We're gonna have a Colress in a second, in the bet. Alright. Another Fire-type deck. What is up today with Fire-type decks, you know? Oh boy. And again, ADP, it's the first time, you know, I'm actually playing ADP deck, and let me tell you, you know, it's blowing my mind, you know, how good ADP's attack is, especially that GX, is incredible. And for a long time I was like, ADP, meh, but he is really, you know, becoming a huge deck in my eyes, in my opinion. And it's not that easy, right? It's not easy to beat this thing in my eyes. So definitely on a good side. Alright, so we are going first. The hand is quite good because I can play Viridian Forest, discard Lieutenant Sarge, and start attaching the energy. Okay, there's no thing that 60 damage, but there's nothing besides that, so that is fine. So Lieutenant Sarge, let's take a look at the energy. We have both, so water type energy is going to go here. I don't know if he does not play wait and see hammer, like that's something, you know, I have to be really careful about. But we also got a Green's Exploration, so Tag Call into as well another Green's Exploration over here, so tackle and the second Green's Exploration, just to be prepared, just to have another turn, right? You have to think, and you know, we didn't have like anything here, so two BUZZMOSAs, that's of course my play whenever I'm going to play Tag Call. So we've got a nice active Pokemon and two benched ones, and I'm gonna pass the turn. So if everything goes right, if the stars can align perfectly, we will be using GX next turn and the turn after, and we're gonna be using Ultimate Ray and fueling with grass type energy our fantastic benched BUZZMOSA that will deal a ton of damage that we want to. So that is like a key, right? You know, getting to this Ultimate Ray and starting to knock out stuff. Of course, you know, Viridian Forest is helping him, you know, it gives him the energy, but not for long, and I mean it, not for long. So first things first, I need Metal type energy. Chaotic Swell, so he's not going to be using ours, Viridian Forest, and I don't need that as well. We got Energy Spinner for the energy if I need it. We still have, you know, Green's Exploration that I will play, but at this time I know I will play it for two custom catchers, actually, because I do have Caitlin and Cynthia that will help me get where I want it to go. So Altered Creation GX, and let's make it happen. Because of course, you know, him not being able to use like Darktown right as of right now because of Chaotic Swell is really good. And I know again I forgot to browse through my deck, but this, you know, this is one of those decks that only thing you have to know is if you have those two energies. If you have those two energies, you're fine, you can just run with it. Because all, like in later games, you know, you answer to specific situations on the board. So you end up like me, you know, custom catchers that are ready for next turn, Energy Spinner that will bring me the energy, and Cynthia and Caitlin, right? Alright, so we're gonna see Persian. Oh, it's gonna be a Persian GX. That's gonna be a Persian GX. So I've got, alright, so we actually do have a Power Plant in the deck, and also Kartenvoy. Right, so as I said, we're gonna have to answer to what is happening on board, and Persian, you know, is happening, right? I can't damage it. That's why I'm gonna have to count on Kartenvoy a lot. To one of your opponent's Pokemon, Claw Slash, alright, so not something, you know, that is crazy, which is good. So custom catcher. And of course I don't want him to have Incineroar, because Incineroar can do really bad things to me. Okay. Amulet's gonna go on the benched guy. Cynthia and Caitlin. And I'm gonna bring Green's Exploration, because Green's Exploration will help me get to Kartenvoy if I'm not gonna draw him now, right? Or any stadium I would like to. Tag Call, definitely Tag Call. Guzma Hala, let's take a look if there's Kartenvoy in the deck that he's still there. That's really good. And second Guzma Hala. So two prize cards for your boy Raven. Ultimate Ray. And of course 3 energies. He's doing 120. Yeah, he's not dealing a lot of damage, so we can go here on Pheromosa Buzzwole that has an Amulet. Because right now Elegant Soil knocks him out. Like, I know it. He knows it. but I have to be careful. So I don't know even if I'm not gonna go Green's Exploration again for 2 custom catchers, just to get rid of this Alon Meow that's on the bench. And I'm not even joking, like that. I think that's gonna be my play. Green's Exploration for custom catcher, just to get that benched guy. So he's not gonna play a second Persian. Because we do have Power Plant in the deck. Because I did not discard it, but I will need one more stadium actually. This is, you know, the first time like actually seeing, you know, this type of deck in action. And he is gonna have a second Persian. Okay. So he's going for a second Persian. Fine with me. $120 Claw Slash. Okay. Alright, Green's Exploration. Kartenvoy. Oh boy. So Stadium is prized. Okay. I mean, if Stadium is prized, then there's nothing I can do about that. And there's, you know, something I can't do anything about. I'm not gonna stress about it, right? We got a Kartenvoy for next turn, so we've got options. Here, no energy left. Only special energy. He has a knockout. I have Kartenvoy next turn. And I just have to draw the energy. So next, you know, this is gonna be quite interesting to see. Like, how often do you see, you know, this guy? All right. So as I said, Kartenvoy, Elegant Soil, Knockout. Those are 3 prize cards. I mean, I would have to be super unlucky to not draw that Power Plant. And Green's Exploration, if I still have switches, then I'm gonna go for Switch. And yep, there are still 2 switches at least in the deck. We've got a Power Plant. And that's a GG. I mean, I still have to retreat first. So Green's Exploration. Switch and switch. Like, that's like the weirdest, you know, thing that we're gonna do, but that's actually what I have to do. Because we have to reset the effect. So that's a switch. We resetted this effect. Down goes Power Plant. Elegant Soil for the win. GG. G, 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 and G. So guys, I think honestly this is one of the better decks I played in the recent days. I have so much fun playing, and I hope you'll have as much fun as I had with this deck. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like that, for more decks, more Raven, and more everything. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic weekend. See you guys on YouTube. Goodbye and good night. Raven loves you. Take care. Bye.